The most outstanding individual in the universe. The world's greatest athlete. The Mofo.
Where do they hide him? Where do they hide him, Marcus? Where do you hide a train? How do you hide a train?
I don't know.
A train's not small, Marcus. You can't put it under your bed. You can't stick it in an envelope. You can't carve out a book and hide it in there. Where do you hide a train, Marcus? Do you go and you get Chris Angel? Is that what you do? Do you get Chris Angel to hide a train? Do you get David Copperfield to hide a train, Marcus? That's what the Mofo wants to know. Where is the train? Where is the pain train? He talks about the Mofo. He tells everybody he's the enforcer. He's the one laying down the law. But, hey, it's Meltdown. It's Meltdown. And where's the pain train? Nowhere to be found. So tonight, here on Meltdown, it's the Mofo and Alex Sage. Fitting. Alex Sage. You know, everyone told the Mofo before he came to the Mid-Atlantic, before he came to NWA Fusion, about how great Alex Sage was. He was dominant. He was one of the best in the business. And now he's back. He's back, and he's looking at the Mofo, and he wants a piece of the Mofo. You got a guy coming back after 4 years of a sojourn into another sport, and he's coming back because he heard about the Mofo, because he wants a piece of the Mofo. Why? Because a certain train won't show up. Well, Alex Sage, wrong place, wrong time, my friend. Come in here, come in close, right now, come in close, right now, right on my eyes. Look into my eyes, Alex Sage. It's time to die.
I didn't mean a cock-blocking handshake, but when... Oh, sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NWA Fusion Meltdown. I'm Timmy Danger here, and here we have the Mempho Mofo, Mark Rivera, with Marcus King Kong down in the ring. This is Marcus, I apologize, Mark Rivera's second match back from injury, a broken collarbone several months ago in a six-man tag match. Here he is. You know, I hate to admit it, I honestly do, fans, but the Mempho Mofo has not missed a step in that ring. And you know what? Being away from the ring for so long, he's now more determined than ever to get what he feels is rightfully his, and that's the Continental title. Dowling and Rivera, as we now know, members of what is called the Rapture, with A1 and Marky D, the Rapture fans. That's what they're calling themselves, with their reign of terror here on NWA Fusion. Rivera, as you know, a former Alpha champion here in this promotion. Been on top for a long time, but it should be an interesting matchup. As I said, he has not lost a step since returning to singles action. Should be an exciting contest nonetheless. Come on now, there's no need for this.
Ocean City, they get 200 pounds.
And here we see, after years, fans, of being gone from wrestling, not just NWA Fusion, but wrestling in general, we see Alex Sage back in action. You know, Alex Sage, we've not seen this young man for years. I don't know where he's been. No one knows where he's been. I don't even know if he has a contract here. I don't know if he's in the locker room. Maybe he just showed up. Who knows? But this young man, if he's anything how he was years ago, this is an exciting young competitor with a lot of experience who's going to take on the Mempho Mofo. As I mentioned earlier, Mark Rivera, has not lost a step since returning. And you know what? I highly doubt young Alex Sage has either here. Alex Sage, we all know, performed on Monday Night Raw in the past, taking on the Mempho Mofo.
And the Mempho Mofo is no stranger to great competition himself. The Mempho Mofo has wrestled all over this place, and as much as I can't stand him or that loudmouth manager of his, Marcus Don King Kong Dowling. I have to admit, he is a fearsome force in that ring, but so is Alex Sage.
Hey, Spencer trusting everybody. Collar elbow tie-up in the corner. Rivera just showing confidence here, and now a lockup again. Collar elbow tie-up by Alex Sage.
And Alex Sage, he's been all over the world as well. As you mentioned, he performed on Monday Night Raw, going against the Ugandan giant Umaga. He also is going all around the world fighting in MMA fights. Oh. And I just didn't mention that, so I edited that out.
As we all know, it's a mental asylum of some kind. Here we see Alex Sage, the House of Fire early on now. Oh, big clothesline. Back elbow.
And so Alex Sage bringing that rough and tumble style of wrestling to this ring. It's not all about the high-flying moves. Alex Sage gets in there and he wants to fight, and it looks like Mark Rivera doesn't want any part of that fight, and Alex Sage with a big atomic drop, bringing it to him tonight.
Highly unorthodox competitor, this Alex Sage. Several atomic drops here on the Mofo, and that's going to leave a mark. The Mofo straight down to the mat. Wait, shh, quiet down, everybody.
Big kick to the back of the head. And a stomp right to the back of the neck of Mark Rivera, and another kick. He's been going right to that head neck area. Remember, Mark Rivera was held out by a broken collarbone for many, many months. Alex Sage with another cover. Man, this is fast and furious at the beginning, and I don't mean botched government operations either.
Mushroom stomp to the head earlier. That's got to leave a mark. Here we see in the corner. Oh, and there goes the Mofo. Oh, the big right hand. Big right hand.
And if that's one thing they know how to do in Memphis, is throw a closed fist across the ring. Mark Rivera going for the cover. Doesn't get him, and now he's going blatant choke. Blatant choke by Mark Rivera.
Mark Rivera now letting go of the choke. He says he has till 5, but come on, there's no reason for a choke of any kind. Right across the chest now with those devastating forearms.
Again, this is wrestling, this is competition, and Mark Rivera, he's making a mockery of it right now. Just slapping Alex Sage. This is not what NWA Fusion is all about.
You got to keep in mind here, the X Factor at ringside. Oh!
Big clothesline. I think the X Factor games would like that big flip Alex Sage just did, but I don't think he liked it. He landed hard on the mat.
Exactly. Here we see 1, 2, and no, so close. But I said the X Factor. You have Marcus King Kong Dowling, seasoned manager at ringside. You know, he's willing to do anything to ensure Mark Rivera's victory. Alex Sage has to keep an eye at ringside on Marcus King Kong Dowling there.
He sure does, and again, Marcus Dowling is not above doing anything and everything he has to win, and has done so in the past. Mark Rivera very skilled in his own right, but not above cheating when it suits him, as we saw with all those chokes before. And another big punch right in the corner to Alex Sage, just toying with him right now.
And another right hand. Another right hand. Now,
Mark Rivera not even trying to beat him, just punching him over and over again.
Clotheslines, you all saw knock anybody loopy. I don't care who you are. That 360 flip he did off that clothesline, just devastating. He literally knocked him head over heels with that lariat.
He sure did. He's back into the next corner. Oh, and he misses. Alex Sage got a little life, and he's got a clothesline of his own. Back to the corner, and a shoulder block by Alex Sage. Fists and fire in the ring, takes him back to the corner, whips him to the opposite buckle. And he goes for, big bulldog from the ropes.
Alex Sage,
so quick.
As we said, I've not seen him in many years, but has not lost a step in that ring as he is taking it straight to the Mofo, one of the top guys in NWA Fusion.
And Alex Sage showing that cat-like agility, springing off those ropes and then throwing Mark Rivera right out of the ring.
Oh, Alex Sage going up.
I'm not sure he wants to do this.
And here we go. Big Asai moonsault.
Oh!
Devastating.
And he takes out both Mark Rivera and Marcus Dowling. Mark Rivera might get up from that, but if Marcus Dowling doesn't, it'd be all right with me.
However, a risky move. Mark Rivera has to beat the 10 count. However, so does Alex Sage here. This could lead to a double count out here.
It sure could. If neither one of them can get up, there will be a no decision, a no contest, and a double count out. The referee's counting it right now. Looks like they're both up. Here comes Mark Rivera back in the ring.
Alex Sage right up to that outside moonsault. Could this be another springboard? And right to the stomach.
Big shoulder block from Alex Sage. It looks like he's preparing, setting up for something. There he goes. Oh, and Mark Rivera caught him.
Oh, the Memphis Mafia kick. The Memphis Mafia kick that has put away so many others in the past. And now a 3, and that has put away Alex Sage. The Mofo continues on his tear here, and the Rapture still reigns supreme. And my question is to you fans at home, can anybody stop the Rapture? Can anybody stop Mark Rivera? So impressive here. A tough break for Alex Sage on his big comeback match here tonight. But however, you can take nothing away from the Mofo and that devastating, brutal Memphis Mafia kick. Hopefully this is not the last we've seen of Alex Sage. Cat-like agility has not lost its step in many years, but Mark Rivera just too dominant in that matchup, too devastating. Takes it right to Alex Sage, and that Memphis Mafia kick, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up from that.
Mofo back.
Another one down. Another victim, Alex Sage. You were gone for 4 years. You should have made it 5. But at least Alex Sage had the guts. At least Alex Sage showed up to get his head kicked off. But where, oh where, has my pain train gone? Oh where could he be? You know, when the Mofo was out, when the Mofo was injured, suddenly Preston Quinn is the toughest man in NWA Fusion. Suddenly, I'm the enforcer around here. Mofo back. Oh, where'd the pain train go? Disappeared. Pfft. Gone. Well, Preston Quinn, the Mofo knows for sure and certain that next month at Brutal Games, you have to be there. You, Zach Hilton, leather strap match, right? Yeah, the Mofo can't interfere, but the Mofo can look you dead in the eyes. Preston Quinn, it's time to die. Die, pain train.